Yeah, good morning, guys. It's a little bit cloudy, overcast today. Chance of rain. Supposed to be nice next few days. I'm working next 3 days, so I'm kind of just gearing up for that. Cooked all my food. I cook all my food ahead of time for the work. It makes a huge difference. The food, as you can imagine, at the cafeteria, they're terrible. One-way ticket to gut problems. I've already been there. I don't want to go back. So basically just wanted to make this little video. It's funny, I was you're gonna have ups and downs. That's the thing we need to understand. Also understand that every possible means of communication has been used for a long time, not just recently, but for a long time. The media, all these things have been used as a tool to turn your light down, to turn the light off within you. The religion, the politics, the system, the education system, it's the pharmaceutical industry. It's all designed to turn your light down. We are like living, like I said in my video yesterday, we are living lingams. We are living energy centers, and we are made of pure light. Okay, now I don't know exactly what that means. They talk about Lucifer being the light bringer, so obviously just having a light in and of itself doesn't necessarily mean positive. Like I said, I don't know a lot. I know very little, but I never really knew what true love was, and I think we spend a lot of our time looking for that. Even subconsciously, we're looking for true love. When we get faced with a hardship or something to make us struggle, we have these little pressure releases subconsciously, and that's where people get into addictions and self-defeating behaviors, because we get entrained into these pathways that aren't natural for us. They're not natural pathways, but we get trained into them. And what I'm saying is, don't be hard on yourself. Forgive yourself for making the mistakes. You're going to make mistakes in the future. Forgive yourself for those mistakes too. And take responsibility, but at the same time, you can only take responsibility for what you're conscious of. And if you made mistakes in the past, if you made, you did make mistakes, but don't dwell on it. Forgive yourself. I'm going to link a video I just watched. This lady's really great. I think she's out of Canada. I had seen her in another interview a long time ago. I subscribed to her channel, but then I never watched any more of her stuff. I'm going to link it because she has a conversation with this lady, and it's very, very, it helped me where I'm at right now. Sometimes you kind of just feel like, almost like, kind of like giving up, You think, what's the point? I'm trying to do this spiritual practice. I'm trying to do what I think is right. I'm tuning into people that I find helpful. And then you get, ridiculed. You get backlash from, friends, family, people, thinking you're kooky and think you're on the wrong track. And but what you'll notice about those kind of people, they never have anything to offer. Okay, they only can detract from you. They don't have anything to add. They don't say, oh well, I'm doing this and this is working for me. Actually, if you look at them, they're usually pretty depressed, hopeless. They're negative, right? And so I personally need to remember this and review this, because I keep letting that steal my light. I keep letting that dim my light bulb down. And so, raising frequency, increasing your light, it's that's what the heartfulness meditation is all about. And I know I always talk about heartfulness. Heartfulness is a practice I do. I don't even advocate it, honestly. I think if you're drawn to it, it sounds interesting to you, try it. It doesn't cost anything. It's totally free. It's simple. But it's a direct connection to the divine, and I can say this from personal experience because I've done other things, and I did transcendental meditation for 30 years, and I'm not faulting transcendental meditation. I just it didn't I didn't feel that love that I felt with heartfulness. And I'll use an example. So, I had a profound experience with heartfulness when I first started, and I was into it about 3 months, and I started to have doubts about, I was like, because you're getting backlash from people. People, think you're, it's bad, right? It's people that don't have anything to offer. They're usually the ones coming out the most vocal. And so, I was doubting myself. I was like, oh, this is just another, this is going to be just like, TM. Am I just wasting my time? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? And I prayed to God, a really heartfelt prayer. And I asked, is this the direction I'm supposed to be going in? And I was basically about 3 days later, I had a meditation that was, changed everything, because it showed me that it was real, that this transmission was absolutely real, that this Daji, he's the Kamesh Patel, he's the fourth president of the Heartfulness System, is legitimately transmitting love. And I mean, I'm not talking about like, oh, this airy-fairy type of, this is like atomic power, like beyond anything we can imagine, a level of force of nature. It redefined what force of nature means to me. And so there's levels to that even. So I experienced the power cleaning mode of love, where you just get scrubbed off. And I was thinking this morning, I was thinking about making this video, and I got turned on to this channel where this guy cleans. He has a garage set up for it. Really, it's really nice. But he details cars, so he'll bring in these cars that are unbelievably disgusting. I personally keep my stuff very, very clean, but I don't even consider my stuff to be that clean. And it's like pristine. These people are, throwing trash on the floor, food, and letting it pile up for several years. So they're basically taking a brand new car and making it look like garbage. Well, I was thinking, human beings are doing that with their own bodies. If they're treating their physical, they talk about cleanliness is next to godliness, and it's really true, because these, if you're letting your subconscious mind, if you're letting your unconscious pile up with all these residues and all this, old French fries and trash and cigarette butts, it's just piling up in your subconscious. How do you expect to be able to connect to the divine? How can you expect to, if you've never washed the window, in your car, how do you expect to be able to see out of the window? And that's the hard reality of turning attention inward, instead of saying, oh, everything outside's so bad, everything's so bad. No, focus inward. Focus that attention inward. That's what this Raja Yoga is. You're creating the dynamic where you're turning the mind inward into itself, into that light within your own heart, because it is there. It's just a matter of uncovering, digging through the debris and the unconscious and the subconscious and all these layers of filth that have accumulated, not just from this lifetime but from past lifetimes. And consciously, we can't do that consciously. What we can do, though, consciously, is we can pray to God and say, God, help me find that direction, whatever it is for you. It might not be Sahaj Marg, it may not be meditation, it might be something else. but don't give up looking, don't give up trying. It's so easy to just become despondent right now and just say, oh, there's no hope, it's hopeless, I can't, I can't make it, there's too much negativity. And that's a time to turn inward. Always use these deflections and these, when things are seemingly turning against you, turn it inward. Turn it inward. It's like I've had this so many times in my life when I was just about to give up, that something turned, the switch flipped, things got better, something happened. We had that baby a few years ago, a couple years ago now. I think it's almost 2 years that we resuscitated, and I might have told you about that story, but it was we were just about to give up. The baby was just, we had been doing CPR and giving the baby all the drugs and doing all the things we could do. And we got to about 14 minutes, which is way longer than you would normally go for a code, because we were waiting for the doctor to arrive, because then the doctor could call the code, and we were just waiting for that. And the baby's heart rate came back about 1 minute before the doctor came in the room. And now that baby is, thriving and doing well, and it's a miracle, right? But we had given up. We knew that was beyond the hope. There's just so many examples of that. I was watching a video today. I like to watch these pellet gun where they shoot the air guns and stuff, and they shoot like rabbits and varmints, basically like pest control type stuff. But this guy was legit hunting. And they were hunting in South Africa, and they had been hunting for a week. Didn't see nothing. Couldn't find the animal they were trying to hunt. Didn't see nothing for a week. And they were just about to give up. And on the last day, they thought, well, we'll just take a little drive. We'll go look around. Sure enough, the guy gets the animal he was hunting. It was at that 11th hour. It was at that point where we're just about to give up. And they made that one last effort. He didn't even have the battery charged. He's a YouTuber, and he didn't even have the battery charged on his scope, so he could show, his kill shot. And because he didn't think anything was going to happen, right? He had given up. He had basically given up. And it's when we have that state, and he talked about it in the video. It was interesting. He said that the night before, they just said, oh, the hunt's over, So they just relaxed, and they had a real heart-to-heart talk, and they were good friends, reacquainting themselves, and it was just a relaxed, calm atmosphere. Well, and then the next day, bam, he gets the animal that he was hunting for. So it just goes to show that sometimes we got to get out of our own way. We get in here with all these preconceived ideas of how things are supposed to roll and how things are supposed to happen, and it's just so detrimental. We need to just let go of those preconceived ideas. They're holding us back. Look inward. Look into the heart. The heart. It's and understand that, what, I've got some work to do, but it's okay, because I know what the project is, right? We know what the project is, that it's to clear out the heart. We've already done the division thing, we've already done the war and the fighting and the all that. We haven't done the love. We've done everything but that. We've done everything but the most obvious thing. And the most obvious thing is the thing that's going to bring us out of this. And love, forgiveness. And I bring heartfulness into this because of my personal experiences with it, okay? And I'm not trying to say this is the only way to this. I'm just saying, for me personally, it seems to be working. But what I've experienced with it, just the little bit that I've tasted, there's a love there that's something that we can't even put into words. People have near-death experiences. They talk about this love, that. I got a small taste of it, and it was beyond anything I could have imagined in my mind. It was unbelievable. And that's just the beginning. That's the first level. There's levels to this love. It gets better and better and better and better. And I really believe that that's what's ahead of us. But we've got to clear the debris. We've got some, pressure washing to do. We've got some blasting to do. We've got to clean out the French fries and the cigarette butts, and And that's going to take some effort. That's going to take some concerted effort. This guy cleans these cars. Sometimes takes him 12, 13 hours to clean a car. But it's completely detailed. I mean, it's pristine when he's done. And so it's just something to throw out there, you know. Don't give up hope. Don't quit. Keep doing whatever it takes for you to turn up your light. If it means working out, if it means doing a practice, it might mean doing several things. It might mean doing half a dozen things. And use those things as tools to lift you up. I'll try to link that video. You guys have a good day.